Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. I hope you're doing great. Let's get to it. So, what I got as downloads and when I was preparing for this reading is the Sustainer and the Mountain. And I find this really interesting because the Sustainer is like you've been tending this flame. You've been keeping things solid. You've been keeping things going. And that's not your role in the world. That is a very humdrum, boring way of being. And it doesn't serve you. It doesn't give you passion. And actually makes you feel isolated, like you have to, keep yourself contained in order to keep things going. Stuff in your life may be coming up where it's like, well, you've got to toe the line. You've got to be the person who's solid, the person who is always there for those around you. And you're always adjusting. Like with this clay, I see that you're always adjusting. You're always willing to mold yourself to those around you, to fit in where you can, as long as things are solid for other people. And I love this. There's a lot of purple and bluish purple here. And I see that as like the violet light, the crown chakra, the third eye, the throat chakra. So this is like you're keeping your voice, your truth, and your higher knowing of who you really are, of your importance in the world, of your true path, underground, under wraps, keeping it suppressed. Like around this clay and stuff, I see more red and then yellow around here. Keep your manifestations. See, we have two yellow boxes. So instead of bringing out like the solar plexus, instead of it bringing out and being your power, you're actually keeping it contained to help everyone else stay on their path. And that is not your job. Just because you're someone's mother, just because you're someone's partner, just because you're someone's daughter, sister, whatever, it is not your job to stay, we've got the Two of Swords, to stay quiet and silent and keep the peace. That isn't working for you. It is keeping you stuck. So, I love malachite. So I see this as malachite. I know in this deck, this is the Wizard of Oz, so it's probably emeralds, but I don't see emerald here. I see malachite. And malachite in small doses is fine. If you have too much of it, it can actually be toxic. So they're saying that you're too much, but actually your heart is lighter than a feather. Your true essence, and they're afraid to see your manifestation. If you were to actually, be bigger than life, they're telling you that that's not, the people around you are telling you to stay stuck. And with this Knight of Bricks, which is the Knight of Pentacles, I think it's the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's usually Dorothy here. Is coming in and being like, oh yes, you can be you. You can go into the world. You can show yourself a little. See, she's showing a little of her leg here on the horse. But don't be too much. And this is saying, no, it's time for your justice, for the true you to come out. Like, you're not a flying monkey. You are not needing to be suppressed so that you can sustain everyone else's comfy life. This is not your role. That's too small. You're playing too small. And they want you to play too small because they want to keep their life going the way it is. As long as you stay in your lane, as long as you stay still and keep yourself quiet and keep yourself up here in this little box, underground, and keep things going, everything's fine. See, it's also yellow again, like I was talking about. Like that solar plexus energy is really coming through. You're the bricks, even more solar plexus, and it's another, like, it's a rectangle, but another box. So keep your passions under wraps. Don't be too much. Sustain the status quo. And I'm telling, no, like, don't play small. for these people. Really, give your light, bring it out there, bring your light into the world, because the people around you may be thinking or, wanting you to play by the rules and be very of the earth, be very normal. And you're not normal. You're special. You are special in this, keeping the status quo going, keeping yourself under wraps, keeping yourself in a box. Because it's just like over and over this yellow box. Like here we have a rectangle. Here we have a yellow brick. Here we have a yellow window in the mountain where you are. And the sustainer, like, keep everything in there, in this box. Ugh. Okay, can I get some clarity on the... Oh, wow. Okay, so I see why you're doing that, though, because here's more yellow. If you manifest what you truly want, if you really tap into who you are, you realize it's going to be the ending of this situation, of this lifestyle you have. And I feel you. There's anxiety here. There's anxiety that if you stick to what is true to you, if you actually manifest, if you create from your solar plexus, if you shine as bright as you are, that's going to be the ending. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt because you're going to see finally that they didn't have your best interest at heart. They wanted you to keep being the sustainer, keep being the mountain, the rock. And that's not your job. Your job isn't to just make everybody else's life great. You're the magician. Oh yeah, here we go. You're the magician. You are the person who makes the magic. Look at all this purple and blue, like I was talking about, that energy coming up. It's like they're afraid of your power. And so they want to keep you stuck here and boxed in so that you don't realize your true power, your true potential, what you can create. You don't need any of these people, and they know it. You're the only one who's keeping yourself in that box. And it's going to hurt. Yes, it's going to be painful to get out of that box, because they're going to do the most when you try. Every time you try to create something, watch what happens. When you're proud of something, if the people around you insult you or don't celebrate you, they're trying to keep you stuck. They're trying to knock you down. Oh, you're going to keep getting back up? I'm going to stab you again and again and again. Well, they've stabbed you as many times as you can. It's over. Now you're going to take one of those out of your back and create with it. Look, he literally took one of these swords out of his back. You did. And you're going to use it to create. These are experiences. These are life lessons. These are ways you kept yourself small. And when you got bigger, they wanted to come in there and knock you down. Now you're just taking that one. You just need one sword to manifest like this. You just need to remember your truth. Like, look, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I did not see that. So he is standing on that brick, that box that I keep talking about in all these cards. He's standing on it. Like, he's using it to elevate himself. It's like, I don't need that box anymore, but it can make me even higher. Wow. And that's the magician. That's the one. That's the beginning. That is everything. And this is creating a strong foundation. You are finding out that your box doesn't have rigid sides. It's open so that you can experience everything. See, this energy is that yellow warm glow, but now it's everywhere. These walls are actually growing things. It's actually expanding. It's ever growing. It's no longer this box. Confirmation. And now you have tons of options. You have tons of options. Which direction are you going to go? Like, you have endless possibilities on how you want to create this. And just speak your truth. Speak your truth to yourself. Speak your truth. Like, what is going to bring you to the highest level? What is going to bring you the happiest manifestations? Like I was showing you, outside of this box is all this beautiful violet light, flame energy, like, you know, going from your throat chakra all the way up through your third eye, your psychic channels, your crown, coming out. It's everywhere. The only thing that was stopping you was being within this box. And now you're above, on top of the box, using it to elevate you. You're using your solar plexus manifestations to elevate your level of connection with source, connection with the divine, being the magician. And you have so many options. You know, this might, you might have so many options that it's starting to feel kind of like a burden. So, but you can take these burdens and remember they're life lessons. They're things that you learned, because, you know, we have like here the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus. So you are using the life lessons, using all these hardships that were seen as hardships to elevate yourself, to manifest from the very root of who you are, and then manifest into the world. Okay, and then you got the 8 of Swords. I think what they're wanting you to do, like I said, is be blind. And you may want to at certain points. It may become overwhelming. So maybe remember to ground yourself and be in touch with your inner knowing about your manifestation. Really connect with who you are. You know, because in this card, normally I see this as being stuck and blind, and not seeing things. And, but in this card, I see this more as like getting centered, getting grounded, you know, knowing where everything is and that it's all lined up from an inner knowing, being able to manifest and, from your solar plexus and, you know, your sacral here, into the world. So you're having, I see this as very balanced energy, and I don't normally see this card like that. So it's asking you, when you're feeling overtaxed by all the burdens that you've had, go within and organize them. Organize them into how they are fueling your passion. Okay? So let's get another card. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm happy you're here. Oh, yes. This is great. Ooh, yeah. The Empress. Yeah, you had here's the ruby slippers. You had the power all along. You did. That's so beautiful. You had the power all along. You just didn't know it. You were so busy trying to be this rock for others that you forgot that you were limiting yourself to be other people's security. But you had the power all along to go home, to create home. You had the power all along with the 4 of Wands and the Empress. And look, you're sitting in your throne as the King of Bricks, the King of Pentacles. And here is that brick, is that solar plexus energy. It's also on your head. It's in your throne. I mean, look, she's even manspreading. She's like feeling like, yeah, this is my life. This is my destiny. I created this. And there's this green energy. It's moving from the solar plexus into your heart, moving up into your heart. Like your manifestations are bringing love and joy into the world, are actually what the world needed for you to be the sustainer. You need to sustain the beauty and the joy within yourself. You need to be your own rock mountain. And if people can't do it for themselves, you're not supposed to be there because that can be codependent. When we are like, well, I must keep things in line. I must keep myself in this place because no one else can handle things, or they need me to be their rock. They need me to keep things going. You're actually not doing them a service, and you're definitely not doing a service to yourself. So I'm going to get a little clarity on the King of Bricks. I kind of get what the energy is, but, you know, maybe I'm not getting the whole picture. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So you got the Knight of Swords, and this is like really coming in. It's like leading the charge. It's the truth. The truth is in your manifestation. The solar plexus energy again is on the wind. You are bringing into the world. You are manifesting it. It is now just a part of life, and you're excited about it. Yeah, the truth is now setting you free from this box. It is just letting it go everywhere. You've got clouds here, and then they're bringing this wind of change. This isn't all great and easy. There will be a lot of judgment. You're not doing what you said you would. You're abandoning me. And people may turn their back on you. They may like go, okay, if you're not going to do this role anymore, if you're not going to be my rock, if you're not going to keep things and be malleable and change with the wind and do all these things I want, if I can't, if you won't put your wants, needs, and desires aside for me, then fine. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. You know what? Rejection is God's protection. This is the best thing they could be doing. If they don't really truly want you to be happy and put yourself first, if they want you to live a smaller life, a more constrained life, a life in a box, then they don't have what's best in mind for you anyway. And so them calling judgment on the situation, on you for what you're choosing to do, is an ability for you to go into your life without these people around you. If they judge you, if they put the end, two X's here, if they put the end to your relationship or reject you for putting yourself first and manifesting what makes you happy, then they don't care about you anyway. So if you turn your back on this judgment, you will have the 10 of buckets, the 10 of cups, the rainbow, and the gold is your manifestations from your solar plexus. That gold energy just kept coming through. You are the pot of gold at this rainbow, at the end of this rainbow. So believe in yourself. Believe that what is truly best for you, your truest and highest good, manifesting into the world, is what's best. If people don't like that, then they can say bye. They can go away like a storm, and it may hurt. It will feel like an end, a death. But after that storm will come the rainbow, will come your happily ever after. Somewhere over the rainbow. Remember that with the Wizard of Oz, somewhere over the rainbow, there's beautiful things. You can bring that into your own life, but it's going to mean that you have to say goodbye to certain people and places and stop playing small. Get out of the box. I love you guys so much. Mwah. If this was your story, it was wonderful. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. Please stop playing small. You're too big for that. You're too amazing. The world needs you too much. So show us who you are. Knock down the walls of that box. Screw that box. So anyway, if this was your story and you like this or whatever, if you just enjoyed yourself, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on that little notification. And most importantly, come back. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.